Hey everybody, this is Dr. Reginald D. Walton. I serve as the presiding elder of the Oakland District of the Northern California region, and also as the pastor of the Amos Temple CME Church here in Oakland, California. I want to get some protocol established, first and foremost, giving honor to God, to Senior Bishop Lawrence L. Reddick, to my bishop, Bishop Paul A.G. Stewart Sr., and to the Connectional Young Adult Ministry. Thank you for this opportunity to share. Want to simply go into discussing what we are doing and how we are going forward in looking forward to the General Conference of the CME Church. Amen. We are just glad to be able to share with you in this, and so we want to just discuss a couple of things. Let's go back here very quickly. But the purpose tonight is to define, discuss, and explain the purpose of resolutions, the proper format of resolutions, the rationale and process of the General Conference of the CME Church. So the definition of a resolution, Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines a resolution as a formal expression of opinion, will, or intent voted on by an official body or an assembled group. And so the General Conference of the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church is the official body of the church. It is where we take care of the elections. It is where we take care of the business of the church. Of course, between General Conference sessions, it is the General Connectional Board. But at the General Conference, that serves as our elective or legislative body. And so resolution in our context is the formal process by which we submit changes or additions to not the discipline of the church or the way in which we do things. It's a written explanation of why we want to put something in or take something out or remove something in the book. So the role of committees, now every resolution has to go to a committee, and the CME Church has several standing committees for the General Conference. And I'm going through this because it's important to note what the committees are, because each committee has a different role, and different resolutions, depending on what they contain or what the business they are dealing with, will go to a different standing committee at the General Conference. All right, so we have the Episcopacy Committee, the Itinerancy Committee, the Revision and Legal Affairs, the Committee on Finance, the Committee on Evangelism and Spiritual Life, the Committee on Connectional Ministries, the Committee on Connectional Administration, the Committee on Annual and General Conference Boundaries and Operations, and then Ecumenical Relations and World Affairs. You can find that in your discipline. That's paragraph 1500.8 or page 317, 318. So the Episcopacy Committee that deals with any resolution, memorial, or proposal related to the episcopacy, that's the bishops, and make appropriate recommendation to the General Conference. You can find that in paragraph 1500.9, section 1, subsection 6, that's page 318, 319. Itinerancy committee considers all resolutions, memorials, or proposals related to the itinerancy of the church, such as duties of pastors, requirements for ordination, responsibilities of presiding elders, etc. You can find that 1500.9 or page 319. Revision and Legal Affairs. That committee considers resolutions, memorials, or proposals related to alterations in the Book of Discipline. Anything that will be changed has to go to Revision and Legal Affairs. All right, that's section paragraph 1500.9, section 3. Committee on Finance considers all. Now notice that this is the only committee that has to consider all resolutions submitted to the General Conference related to connectional finances of the church. This is the only committee where that language says all. And notice that it's italicized. It's actually italicized in the Book of Discipline. All right, so the Committee on Evangelism and Spiritual Life, that committee considers the resolutions, memorials, and proposals submitted to the General Conference related to the program of evangelism, mission, and social ministries of the church. Committee on Connectional Ministries considers resolutions, memorials, or proposals submitted to the General Conference pertaining to the church's ministry of Christian nurture, the ministry of the laity, the work of the Women's Missionary Council, and the ministries to men. Committee on Connectional Administration considers resolutions, memorials, or proposals submitted to the General Conference that pertain to the departments of the church responsible for publications, pensions, and insurance. The Committee on Regional and General Conference Boundaries and Operations, that committee considers resolutions, memorials, or proposals submitted to the General Conference related to the authority, procedure, or operation of the region. You find that paragraph 1500.9, section 8. Committee on Ecumenical Relations and World Affairs is to prepare and present to the General Conference resolutions on world issues and affairs. That's paragraph 1500.9, section 9. So now let's get to the heart of the matter. So resolution submission, you can find this in the discipline. There was an email that went out from the College of Bishops not too long ago that actually contained this same language. But paragraph 206 in the discipline says it this way: there shall be a committee on resolutions appointed by the College of Bishops. College of Bishops. That is a special committee, and each bishop shall appoint one member to the Resolutions Committee by September 1st of the year preceding the General Conference. That committee has already been established. The presiding bishop of the district shall publish the name of the committee member throughout the district. I'm from the 9th Episcopal District, so my Committee on Resolutions member is Dr. David Isom. And so then we go to, and you might want to find out in your Episcopal district who is on the committee of on resolutions in your particular Episcopal district. We'll have that information for you before the end of tonight's sharing. Paragraph 206.1. All resolutions, memorials, and other materials contemplated for presentation to the General Conference shall be sent to the appropriate Episcopal District Resolutions Committee member on or before January 31st of the General Conference. Being that we are having General Conference in this year, 2022, then we have until January 31st, the end of this month, to send it in. Also, please note, and it's important to understand, that as a member of one Episcopal district, you cannot submit that your resolution to another Episcopal district. It needs to come through your Episcopal district. So I'm a member of the 9th. I must send my resolution, memorial, or something else that's to be presented at the General Conference. I've got to send that to Dr. Isom. I can't send that to Mr. James Blackman, who is the representative from the 5th Episcopal District. So find out who your representative to the Committee on Resolutions is and send it to them. All right. Paragraph 206.2. Resolutions mailed, sent, or given to the Episcopal District representative shall be examined by him or her to ascertain if they meet the requirements for proposed legislation. That's paragraph 1500.7, section 4. So any resolution that requires changes in wordings or the legal meanings of the provisions of the discipline should state the paragraph, section, page, and language to be changed, and the language to be substituted.